What's up? It's William from Rocket Zero and welcome to another pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Charmeleon, Pokemon number 005 on the Pokédex. Now, I got him from candypatterns.com, description down below. So what blocks are we going to be using? Well, we're going to be using black, red, white, sand, and yellow wool for his little tail. So we're going to begin with 3 blocks of our black wool. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to place a white, 2 reds, and a white. And then we're going to surround this white wool with 3 blocks of our black wool. We're going to place a black on top of the white on the left. And then starting on this white, we're going to go up by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then again, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to grab the red wool. We're going to place 1 block here and then a black below. And then a black wool on the left of the red with 2 red wools on top. We're going to grab our black and we're going to place 2 black wools to the left of the red. And then we're going to go up by 4 starting on the left of the black. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to grab our red. We're going to place 1 block next to the last black wool that we placed so we can place a black on top of the red. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to place 3 blocks of a red wool going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3. And then 4 blocks of a black wool in this shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to place a black to the right of this red. And then below it, 2 black wools. Then we're going to place 3 red wools like so. So we can place a black, and then on top of this black, we're going to place 2 yellow wools. We're going to grab our black, and we're going to place 1 block in this corner, and then on the right of the yellow. We're going to grab our red, and then right above this black wool, we're going to place 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on top of the yellow, we're going to place another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be 4. This is going to be 4. And then this one is going to be only 2. So 1, 2. Now we're going to place 4 black wools on the right side of this red. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2 diagonal black wools. And then we just have to place 2 black wools here. And another 2 there. And that's going to be the tail of Charmeleon. Now we're going to continue building him by placing 2 blocks of red below these 2 black wools that we have here. And then on the right of it, we're going to place 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place 2 red wools with 2 black wools on top. And then again, we're going to place 2 red wools, but this time we're going to place a black wool here. On the right of the red, and then on top of this red, we're going to go up by 3. So 1, 2, 3, and now let me take a step back so you can get a better look at it. We're gonna grab a red. We're gonna place it right here next to the last black wool that we placed. Wool, that sounded weird. The last black wool. And then we're gonna place a black on top of the red. We're gonna place 2 red wools to the right of the black. And then we're gonna place 3 black wools in this shape. And now we're gonna place 3 red wools like so. So that we can place 2 black wools on the left, whoops, and then 2 black wools on the top. Then we're going to place 2 diagonal black wools. So we're going to place 1 and then a red. Whoops. And then a black. So that's our 2 diagonal black wools. Excuse me. And then we're going to place 3 black wools underneath this black going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3. A black wool underneath with a red on the right. And then a black on the right of the red. Then below the last black wool that we placed, we're going to place 2 reds and then 2 blacks. Then we're going to place a red and a black. Then we're going to place 2 red wools with 2 black wools on the right and 1 on the bottom. Let's take a little step back. This is what we have so far for our Charmeleon. Pause it if you need to. That would be a great little stopping point in the video so you can make sure that my Pokemon and your Pokemon look the same up to this point. Alright, so now we're going to grab a red and we're going to place 2 blocks next to this black. And then 2 black wools directly below the red. Now below this black wool, we're going to add 4 red wools in a square. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to make a black, a white, and a red. And then another white in this little corner. Then we're going to grab our black, and what we're going to do is that we're going to place 2 black wools on the right here. So 1, 2, and then 2 black wools on the bottom. 1, 2. Then we're going to do 2 diagonal black wools. So 1, 2. And then we're going to place 3 blocks moving towards the left. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 right on the side. Then we're going to break away from the top here and go back to the bottom where we kind of started. So that we can place 1 red wool. And then on the right of that red wool, we're going to place 5 black wools. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do a white, a red, a black, a sand, and then 2 more black. So I'm going to take a little step back because that was a lot. So let me just go over it. We're going to place a white, a red, a black, a sand, and then 2 blacks. Then we're going to place 1 black wool on the right of the white, and then 3 black wools like so. And that's going to be the rough outline. We still have to go back in there and give him like a more defined arm and then the eye. We can't forget the eye. But this is going to be the rough outline for our Charmeleon, his Charmander's evolution. So use this time to just double check, make sure that everything is where it needs to be. If you made a mistake, just go back a bit. I think we're about, maybe, let me take a look, the 10-minute mark. So we're making great progress. So let's just keep it going. We're going to start now adding some detail. And it's going to begin by placing 2 blocks of our sand right above this black here. So we're going to go 1, 2. And then 2 black wools to the left of it. 1, 2. And then we're going to place a white, a red, and a black. Now we're going to grab our sand, and in this corner, we're going to place 4 blocks of our sand, making a square. And then 1 more sand block. We're going to grab our white, and right here, next to this black, we're going to place 1 white wool with 2 black wools on the top. Probably the most complicated part of the build is right here, because we're adding that very important detail. It really makes Charmeleon come together once we do that. Then we're going to grab our red, we're going to place it next to this white, and then to the left of the red, we're going to place 1 black wool. We're going to grab our red, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and then 3 black wools on the side. So make sure you have that mess of blocks in the middle here. Once we fill it in with some red, we'll really look close together. Not close together, but it'll look more like what it needs to look like. It'll look like that, honestly. But yeah, just a lot of blocks here. Just make sure you place them where they need to be so that it makes sense at the end when we fill it in. Okay, so now comes the time where we gotta do the eye. So for the eye, we're gonna go right here in this area, and we're gonna place a red wool. To the left of the red wool, we're gonna place 2 black wools. And then above the red, we're gonna place 2 whites. Then 3 black wools next to it, just like that. And then finally, 1 black wool on top of the white. And that's it. We have finished building our Charmeleon, but not quite. We just have to go back and fill it in with some red wool, and then we'll be properly finished with our wonderful Charmeleon Pokemon pixel art. So use this time as a last stopping point. Make sure that everything is where it needs to be before I go in there and fill them in with some red wool. Probably gonna fast forward this part, so I'll be back in just a second. And there we go, we have finished building our Charmeleon Pokemon number 005 on the Pokédex, Charmander's evolution. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay up to date with all our newest videos that we post on this channel. Feel free to check out the rest of our pixel art. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Tell your friends about us, and we'll see you next time.